Hi everyone, it's Andrew here. So it's time for a quarterly update on what I have bought or sold over the past 3 months, but let's just jump straight into it. Okay, so firstly, I didn't sell anything. I'm trying to do less and less, but as I learn more and evolve as an investor, I do uncover investments that I think are great, and after spending weeks, sometimes months thinking about and looking at the company, I do invest. My issue I have at the moment is whether the companies I invested in, say, a year or two ago, would I invest in those companies today with the new insights and the knowledge that I now know about investing? See, I know I shouldn't trade a lot, and I want to get to a point where I'm like Guy Spear and do nothing. But I think that is a year or two away until I have reached a point when I can just leave everything alone. The question I keep asking myself is, well, with each company that I have invested in, is it a great company? Now, if I'm being really honest with myself, I guess I'm not in love with any of the companies. I'm happy with them, but nothing is perfect, and I know that I'm going to evolve as an investor over time. But this is what I have so far in my portfolio, and like I said, I am happy with them. So we've got Skyworks, which I have been holding for quite a long time now, and I feel no reason to sell that one anytime soon. Even though it was down 27% from the end of the last quarter, that's pretty dramatic. We've got Berkshire Hathaway, which is actually up a lot. Dropbox, which is pretty much the same as what it was. We've got Markel also up a lot. So Berkshire Hathaway and Markel, being like the stable cores of my portfolio, have really moved up a lot in the previous quarter. I guess what's happened, there's been, as you can see a little bit lower, we've got Redbubble, Alibaba, Naspers are all down very significantly, and Skyworks. So that's a lot of like internet tech kind of stuff, and I guess what's happened is there's been a bit of a rotation for some reason away from like tech stuff that's been belted. Anything that was like getting benefits from the pandemic has really suffered the last 3 months, last 6 months really. But then you can see the Berkshires and the Markels have really come up a lot. So maybe some sort of rotation going on here. I'm not really sure. Don't think it really matters too much anyway in the long term. Other companies I have here, we've got Nintendo and Shiniken out of Japan. They're up a little bit. We've got OTC Markets, which is they're the company that runs the OTC exchange. Redbubble, that's my worst position by a lot now. It's down 56% overall, down 43% just in the quarter. So, and the time I'm recording this, which is in early April, it's actually fallen even further than this. I think it's down to like $1.33 or something like that last time I checked. So this one keeps going down, and look, I've looked at this company a few times. I think it's not as bad as that, so I'm happy to just hang on to this one, see what happens. I'm getting a lot of lessons out of it anyway, so I'm okay with this still. I'm okay with everything. And then we look at the bottom with my 2 new purchases for the quarter. So we've got Judgement out of Japan, which I bought at 300 yen. I think that's what I bought it at. Yeah, 300 yen. It's about the same price now. I've done videos on Judgement before, so please go back and check that out if you want to know what that company is all about. And then ASOS, which is something I bought very recently. And yeah, I've also had I've got a video on that, which explains my thesis in that company. So I've been tracking my performance since January 2020, so that's just before the pandemic. And as you can see, I've been getting belted in some of these stocks, but I'm not worried. They are not going to zero, so the sentiment will change eventually. And personally, I just haven't invested anything that I'm not prepared to lose, so I'm just going to leave this alone. But I guess there is a chance that I might rotate out of some of the positions if I find something that I really like that is just a far superior company. I will think about that more as the time comes along, but there are some companies that are getting close to very interesting prices on my watch list that I do think are superior companies. Things like Constellation Software, for example. And as you can see, I'm actually down 10% since I started tracking this back in January 2020, and the S&P 500 is up like 40%. So the race is clearly in the S&P 500's favor at the moment, but let's give it a few more years and see how this actually plays out. If I'm wrong after say 5, 6, 7 years, I might actually just go, you know what, I'm actually not good at this stock picking stuff, and I might just go straight into the index. I think I'm going to come back here quite strongly, but look, time will tell. So here is how each investment makes up in the stake of my portfolio. Now, I try to start investing with a small, maybe 3% investment or thereabouts, just like a warm-up position. After I've sat on the idea for a while, I then seem to add more. So as you can see here, we've got, well, actually the biggest stake is not Alibaba, it's actually Naspers and Prosus, because I consider that one company. So that makes up about 25% of the portfolio. Then we've got Alibaba, Jigen, Shiniken, OTCM also make up reasonable size pieces, and the other companies make up 3 to 5% on average. Now, I buy my investments through Interactive Brokers. There's a link in the description if you want to check that out. I have an e-magazine that I write each month that includes my watch list of stocks that I like, and there's the link in the description for that as well. Now, criticism is actually greatly appreciated here on this channel on any of these investments. I actually welcome it because it makes me see things that maybe I've overlooked. I hope you've enjoyed the transparency in this video, and I will see you next time.